Boom! What's going on, guys? My name is Zach and welcome back to another episode of EVE Online. Today we're doing something a little bit funky. It is actually a relic site in a class 5 wormhole and I'm doing it completely solo, which is pretty awesome. I didn't realise you could actually do it. And there is two types of relic sites in the wormholes. This one you can do, which is the Forgotten Core, and the other one is just I think it's two balls deep for a solo ship to do, well, especially this ship. So I'm using a Gila, or a Gila, or however you want to say it. I'm sure there's going to be loads of trolls in the comments saying, oh my god, this is how you pronounce it, but I'm just going to call it the faction cruiser for this because I can't be arsed with the trolls. So basically it's set up as a passive fit, so it doesn't rely on cap or anything, and it's all obviously got drones with it being a drone boat. So you can say I've warped in at range of the sleepers, and that's mainly just because I didn't want people landing on zero on the site with us, just in case. Then obviously if I'm 100k out, I'm in with a slight chance of getting away. But as you can see, as soon as the frigate started coming in, I just get webbed, scram, neutered, like everything. Get on the bat phone, get the goons in here and get some hot drops going, you know. So it is a little bit scary. I mean, this is the second run I actually did. And I've since done some other relic sites and data sites in a class 5, and I've come to the conclusion that I was doing a little bit wrong in this one. So as I'm going through this, I'll show you what I mean and I'll explain how to do it better as I go, and hopefully that'll turn out alright. And another thing to note, I was slightly intoxicated as I made this video, so my drone control here was pretty bad. I lost tons of warriors and I wasn't really using the D-scan as much as I should, even though you can see the stuff on scan here. There's an Orca, Loki, Stabber and a Heron, and that was at a POS. But I'd already scanned them out and had a look around, so these guys were pretty much AFK at the POS, so they weren't really bothering us. And I think even if someone did warp in, the sleepers would pretty much switch over straight away and go for them, so that might also give you a chance to warp out. But yeah, it's been pretty fun. So basically what you do in this, you leave the last cruiser because that is actually the trigger for the next wave, and you don't want that to happen or it'll be bye-bye faction cruiser ship, which is always not very nice. So we use the sentries to kill these awakened keepers that sort of all be around 30, which is a pretty good range for this. As you can see, I'm completely capped out here. And like I say, because you're scrammed and webbed like 100% of the time, unless they start aggroing your drones, obviously you can't get out. So what you need to do on the last sleeper, just like launch one drone and get them to aggro that, and get ready to warp out to your safe or your mobile depot or whatever, because we need to warp back there and actually refit the relic unit thing. And this, I'll get back to that in a minute, but it was a massive pain in the arse to actually run this site in the end, and but it was worth it. So there you go, the drone took the aggro there and I was able to get out. But what you want to do if you're on that last cruiser, which I've since found out since making this video, was you just launch one drone. So you land in here, you'll just launch one drone and aggro the sleeper. And as soon as the sleeper aggroes onto the drone, you just pull it back to orbit, and what happens is the sleeper will leave its newts on you, but it'll take its weapon scram off you the entire time. So if anyone warps in, you can get out straight away if you're aligned or whatever. So that's a little tip there, and I have been using that to much success in the most recent relic sites I've been running. I've made quite a bit of cash. So I've warped in at a bookmark there from this little debris thing or whatever it is. And I'm going to start hacking the sites. Now, I've only included a couple of the failure ones, and my god, I've got like literally 40 failures, like as I was recording this, because I did it all separate because I knew I'd be like failing loads of times. But I mean, I haven't really got the best skills for hacking and stuff. I think I've only got, I'm pretty sure I was only using the T1 relic analyzer here, which made it a massive pain in the arse. And I was really lucky all the times I actually got through the cans, because you hit one bad node and that's it, you've literally got to start again, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. Even though the suppressor ones don't affect the core in the end, but you can see how much it's taken off me virus strength there. So I think to make it easier for myself in the future, I'll probably just fit up another Gila or faction cruiser and just put some the virus rigs on to run the relics and stuff, and I think I'll train up the T2 relic thing as well, because that'll be make it a much easier thing. Also, I've spat out my mobile tractor unit at the start there, so that's going to get us another, I think, 30-40 mil in blue loot, as they call it, so which is the sleeper data libraries and stuff like that. But as you can see, already I've done a couple, and I'm up to 80 mil, which is pretty good. I think all in all, Like, from the 2 sites I did, I got like just under 500 mil, which was quite nice. A bit of a surprise actually, like I say. Pretty new to doing this, and it was actually a guy called Aloha in my channel who he hangs around in there. He's really good. That's who I got the fit off, so thanks very much for that, dude. It's came in really handy, and it's because I've been playing EVE so long, it's really good and refreshing to do something really different. Obviously I've done wormhole stuff before in the past, but nothing like this solo. So as you can see there, the loot cans, it's not like the high sec ones. You can fill them as many times as you want and they just stay there, but this, like I say, they're so hard, and I think they'll even be pretty ridiculously hard even with the T2 things, and even with the rigs as well. So you've really got to keep on your toes. Yeah, I mean, it took us, I think, probably like 50 minutes to run this site, and 50 minutes inside a site in a wormhole is not really good at all, obviously, but I was quite lucky that the hole was pretty inactive. Like I say, these guys on scan weren't moving around too much, which was pretty good. And I'm just bouncing back when my cargo's full. What we're up to there, about 140, I think. 140 mil. I was just dumping it in me mobile depot, which I had clued out there, which is always pretty good. So in my nullsec system where I am, we always get C5s. It's pretty good. We get a couple of C2s every now and again, but primarily it's C5s because like the C5s have always got a nullsec stack themselves, so it's a really good chance of getting one there. So it's been a fun experience doing this like especially solo, but I haven't really had much success on the data sites. And Aloha says they're not like as good as the relics, obviously, but I think even in high sec the relics are much better than the datas. I even got some faction blueprints from a data one in my nullsec system the other day, and they were pretty crap, really. And the mini game itself just drives me absolutely mad. It's pretty bad, but like I say, it's not too bad because you can fail these ones as many times as you want, and the cans will not blow up. Another thing, I was missing a few cans as well because I'm webbed, because I didn't know then that you could let your drone just aggro like constantly and keep the web and scram off you. Because I was webbed, I wasn't able to get some of the tins that got spat out, which I think probably cost us obviously some cash, but wasn't the end of the world. But that's something to keep an eye on as well. Definitely get that drone out, and that'll let you warp away pretty quick, and obviously free up if you've even got afterburner on to keep up with the cans there. That was pretty nice. So parts and materials were the primary choice for this, which I was led to believe which is the best for relics, and I've seen that effect in high sec as well. The parts and materials are the ones to go for. Parts primarily, and then materials, which I tend to go for if I can. But obviously I was trying to get a few of that random bits as I could, because like I say, some of them were getting out of range there. And I think that's just about done. I've got one more to do. Was that the Tolokon battleship? Yeah, so there's actually a battleship wreck which you can actually get, and there's all the blue loot, which wasn't too bad. What's that, 30 mil? That's alright, and obviously all the salvage as well. I didn't get much ISK off that, but every little helps, especially when you're doing something new. Actually, I haven't done the Tolokon battleship there yet, but I do get quite a bit off that, which is nice. And just to go quickly over the fit, guys, like I say, it is fully passive, so I've left all the mods on the screen so you can see. So we've got 2 damage amps, 2 shield relays, I think they're called, shield power relays for the shield recharge. It was started off with 4 T2 large shield extenders, and we've got a thermal and an EM passive hardener, which sort of balances the res all the way out, which is pretty nice. 2 salvages on there, scanner just in case we get stuck in there, even though I had it all on standby to get us out, and a remote rep for the drones, which I didn't really find I was using too much. And yeah, so this is the last battleship anyway. We'll get some, and then I'll show you all the loot I got at the end. But I'll probably do a little quick vid going over the whole fit a little bit more in depth. I mean, to be honest, the tank isn't really huge on it. It's only like 197 passive HPs, I think, and that's like without implants and stuff, but that's really quite enough to do the start of the site. I'm sure the more experienced wormholers will tell you can do things, and you can do it in like a lesser fit or like a cheaper ship or whatever, but the faction cruiser here proved to be pretty good, and I just want to say thanks to Aloha for opening my eyes to this. It was pretty nice and made some pretty good ISK there. So what, 425 mil just off the 2 sites. Awesome work, dude. Thanks very much, and I hope you enjoyed this episode of EVE Online, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.